And what's stewing over there in the city of Wayne. The city, baby. What's going on in the big city? $1 million question. What's going on in the big city? Anybody know? Isn't there like a scavenger hunt? Oh wait, that got canceled. Lack of participation. Man, unfortunate. It's almost like when you violate veterans' rights, it turns people off from wanting to engage with your city-sponsored events, right? It's almost like when you violate people's rights, when you murder veterans, John Zip Jr. in June of 24, and then when you maliciously prosecute veterans like you did in May of 25 with the Vincent McFarland, people tend not to like it too much, guys, you know, which is hope-inspiring, right? It's very nice to know that, you know, there are people out there that aren't bootlickers, right, that don't go along to get along with the status quo and have a mind of their own, right? So we do appreciate that, as always, right? We always appreciate that. So yeah, we're just driving around a little bit. Gonna go try to hang up a few more signs here. We got to get this corner over here on Wayne Road. We got to get this corner. So we're before we put out any more signs, let's make sure that you know, what we put out so far hasn't been destroyed or vandalized in some way, shape, or form. So we're gonna go check by the Hype Center. Go check that out real quick, and then we'll go hit up the Wayne City Hall here, just because why not? You know, why the hell not? So might as well go check on our dear friends. Make sure they're all right. You know, make sure they don't need anything, of course. And because it's all right. I mean, we don't need a reason to, you know, we don't need a reason to do what we do, but you know, we want to check on people, make sure everyone's still kicking, make sure everybody's copacetic, right? I learned that word from Lieutenant Perez at the police department, which, I mean, outside of him, you know, coming into my property, well, to be fair, he utilized the knock and talk doctrine, right? So that was good. Right? But of course, he showed me a law that didn't exist, right? He falsely. I don't know what it is about people in Wayne, but it's like they don't understand the difference between a policy and an ordinance, and they don't understand what the Fourth Amendment is, clear as day. It's strange that so many people could just not know, right? I mean, it's kind of insane when you combine all their decades of experience. I mean, collectively, you're talking centuries of law enforcement experience, right? And nothing, right? Nothing. Which is kind of hard to believe if you really think about it, guys. It really kind of is mind-blowingly shocking that so many people, department heads and police officers and firemen and city attorneys and city judges, right, Brito O'Leary, and you know, court administration and all that, it is kind of remarkable, right, that they all just don't know, right? Isn't it kind of crazy? Like, I don't know, to me it is, right? I mean, I know to you guys have seen probably worse, so but yeah, it is kind of insane. It's like that dude with his truck. Okay, that's kind of insane too. That's just an insane view. I'm not gonna post him on blast. Looks like he's got enough problems. I don't want to add to him. I don't want to add to him. So I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna add to him. But yeah, we're gonna get the rest of our signs out. Hopefully this week. Right, hopefully soon. Let's just go by the Hype Center because those are the signs that are most likely to be tampered with, if you will. And we want to see what's what before we go down to City Hall. And then, of course, we have got to wave at our fine police officers, right? Got to wave at them. Wave at them. Let them know how much we approve of their hard, rock hard work, right? I mean, they just, man, it's so tough being a Wayne cop. Just gotta show your appreciation for them, right? Either by waving at them or flipping them off, whichever you prefer. Because I'm not convinced that flipping someone off is a bad thing, right? I mean, it's all about how you look at it, right? I mean, it's all dependent on the context. But yeah, I still see the signs out front. That's good. That's good. Still see the signs out laying here. That is nice. Nice to see. The signs have not been tampered with yet. So that is a encouraging sign, right? Maybe some normalcy is finally undertaken in Wayne. That there's some normal people in Wayne that respect the civic political process, right? The electoral process. So we're very we're thankful for that very much. Very much thankful for that. So it's that way. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully the people finally get a real choice for their city council this year, right? I mean, Mulholland, he's a good, solid choice. Mulholland over here, right? Matthew P. Mulholland. He's definitely leaps and bounds better choice than anything we have currently. But obviously, he was on the council before and he didn't really have a lot of support, and they just treated him horribly. So, he eventually moved on, but now he's coming back. So we very much appreciate that because, again, it's like we need we just need people that know how to think critically, right? We don't need people that agree with everything or really anything, right? I don't want people to necessarily agree. I mean, of course, I wouldn't mind people agreeing with me, it certainly makes things easier, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for people that have independent thought, right? That have a fucking spine, right? Well, that's kind of where we're at with it. We just want people that are normal, guys. I know, crazy. we're back in action. We're back in action, guys. So, yeah, a lot of people, you know, they don't want to be politically involved in Wayne, of course, because, you know, it's a bit of a risky ordeal, right, to be involved politically in this really small Michigan town. It's very, it's risky business, guys. It really is. You know, it's potentially life-altering business, right? Life-ending in some cases. So, yeah, it's. I don't blame people one iota. I really, you know, always respect people and their viewpoints and their you know, their lifestyle, right? What they choose to do. But yeah, it is a little disappointing, you know, because it's hard for some people. They just, I don't want to support nobody, and you know, a lot of politics nowadays. It's really gotten, you know, bad. It's really gotten bad, and a lot of people just unfortunately, which it makes sense, right? It makes perfect sense why people do it, right? Because obviously it's kind of like, you know, life or death in certain situations. You know, you don't want to lose your life over some bullshit, right? You don't want to get in, you know, turmoil just for simply having an opinion, right? Having a belief, or maybe it's just a, you know, very minor belief. Maybe it's just something, hey, you know, I know somebody, I want to hang a yard sign out for them, and next thing you know, that person's being targeted and harassed and threatened, and their taxes just randomly go up. And I get it, believe me, folks. I understand. A person of ordinary firmness, right, would not want to cross these minions, or these, I don't know what they call themselves, department heads or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I get it 100%. But one sec, I gotta hang up another sign. Hold on. All right, we're back. We are back, half black and ready to whack. Remember, crack is whack, but we're half black, so that thought is intact. Don't be talking smack. We'll have to go get that gat. And I know you won't like that. That's just my weak-ass attempt at rapping, right? I'm trying to rap. I'm trying to be a gangster rapper, guys. If my political career does not work out like I envision it to, then we're gonna, of course, have to get our rap career started, I guess. You know, that way we can, you know, be useful to society, right? Because if my, you know, political aspirations are not appreciated, then we're gonna have to find something else to do, guys. But we'll see I hope I can at least get to, the November election, right? At the very least, I got to beat one person. I got to be better than one person. Which, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I've never done this before. Never wanted to do this. But it's absolutely necessary. Someone's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. And I guess it's going to be me, I guess, right? Yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. Be right back, guys. Gotta go get some gas here. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. We got one sign left in the car. We got plenty more. We got plenty more where that came from, but we got a sign out there. Doing pretty good. Not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby. For the most part, people are like, hell yes, we totally support, American religious, Abrahamic religiously inclined people, right? We want veterans who aren't going to cuck to the status quo, right? Unless, of course, the status quo was different than it is now, right? Like if the status quo was about defending civil liberty, constitutional rights, holding those to the highest standard, then we really wouldn't have the problems we have now, right? But unfortunately, the status quo is about corruption and scandals and just outright lies, right? Essentially, lying, cheating, stealing, and of course, I won't tolerate those who do those sort of things. And, that's ultimately why they, I guess, dislike me, right? Because I don't lick the boot, right? I don't go around licking the boot. I don't know what's the point of licking the boot. I'm not really sure. I guess it's to, I don't know. I guess it's to, it's kind of like those men, right? Those white knights, right? That will disparage other men around women, right? Because they think that if they talk shit about men enough, or they talk shit about, if they say the right things in front of women, that they'll get their chance, right, to sleep with them. And it's not how it usually works out for them. But that's where the meme, "she's not gonna sleep with you, bro," came into existence. Because there's like all these white knights, right, that want to go around simping, right? Simpletons idolizing mediocre pussy. That's what simp means. And yeah, these people go around simping, thinking that if they simp hard enough, that it's going to like give them some sort of like leeway or brownie points of some sort, of some kind. I guess that's what the delusional thought process is, right? That's what the delusional thought process is, and that's apparently what they think, right? They think, oh, well, if I disparage enough men, or if I, say the liberal talking points enough in front of the women's, then they might view me as a suitable, partner, right? That's what they believe, right? Which is delusion on steroids, but, they do believe it, and usually doesn't turn out the way they're looking for. So, kind of the same here, right? I mean, if you bootlick, right? A lot of people think like if they bootlick hard enough, right, and if they're vocal about their bootlicking, that it will essentially sort of brownie points, right? Or the police, right, will remember their simping, and that'll like somehow or another, that'll like give them a pass, so to speak, right? So they'll have a pass to, if they simp hard enough or they bootleg hard enough, then the police will remember that, and then they'll get a they'll get a break, right? They'll get a break on their if they get caught, right? Like if they get caught doing something, then the theory is that the police or the prosecutor or what have you, they'll remember how good of a bootlicker they were, and that like somehow or another, that'll change things for them, so they think. I don't know what the thought, but that's my understanding of it. I understand, like, that it'll benefit them somehow, some way, somehow. Which, of course, that's not reality, right? Because the police don't talk about. I mean, they certainly aren't going to discourage you from bootlicking for them. I mean, I've never seen it tangibly lead to anything other than just, right? If they bootlick with enough authority, they'll be spared, right? And I always say, back the blue until it happens to you, right? That's what I always tell people, right? They want to back the blue until it happens to them, and then all of a sudden it's like, that whole bootlicking stuff is kind of not getting them anywhere other than the rest of them, right? I mean, they'll thank you for your bootlicking, and then they'll slam the door shut on you. People don't. It's like they don't realize, they don't want to accept that, or I'm not really sure. It's like Stockholm syndrome, right? It's like, you think like if you suck up to the Nazis, that the Nazis are gonna have they're gonna have use for you, right? Like they're gonna spare you, and that just simply isn't what it usually goes. Usually it doesn't go the way they think it's gonna go, and a lot of times it honestly has the total opposite effect, right? Like it seems like the bootlickers are the ones that get the most of it, right? So it's funny how that goes, but we're trying to tell people every day we're trying to tell people, hey, you don't have to bootlick. You really don't. You really don't have to bootlick. You can choose another path, so to speak, and that path is liberty, truth, and freedom. And it's a pretty simple path. You just call out the bullshit, and you unapologetically call out the bullshit, and consistently, unapologetically, with no remorse, with no regard for your feelings, right? I mean, that's how we do things, guys. So if people are willing to do that, if people are willing to, how do I say, take a hard line stance against tyranny, right? Which I get it, right? There's going to be some consequences for a select number of people, right? But I think we have to look at it all collectively. I'm not trying to sound like a socialist here, but collectively we've got to nip this shit in the bud, right, so to speak. So I mean, that's really the only way forward. Is we have to be willing to just simply say enough is enough. And if we do that, well, by golly, but if we don't do that, if we continue the course as we have been continuing it, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse, guys. Believe that. I need you to really believe that. It will get worse and worse and worse. And there's no reason for it. It can all be solved pretty simply. There's a few things, right? You cut or eliminate this fake, phony fire department, right? There's your balanced budget right there. Now people are going to say, well, what are we going to do about emergency services? Well, glad you asked that. Well, there's other municipalities around that can take over that responsibility, and we don't have to have the liability, right? So I don't know, kind kind of there. But my next move would be to go to this Ford factory, right? These assembly plants, and we got to figure out how much money these people are paying, because I mean, for as much real estate as they're taking up in Wayne, for us to have any sort of a deficit is really kind of retarded, right? I mean, they're literally taking up a fourth of our city real estate, and yet we can't demand that they pay their fair share. Democrats not paying their fair share. When have I seen that? But yeah, I mean, you got a Ford assembly plant, and you got, you know, some real busy marijuana. I just don't understand why, you know, why you could have a deficit. How could you have a deficit with literally a mega factory? You got all these other businesses, all these other industrial places, and I'm just like, how are we? How do we have such a little budget, right? Well, it's not the budget that's the problem, right? Because you know, as you've seen, right, you can increase the budget all you want, but these idiots will find a way to spend more than what we have, you know. So it is kind of mind blowing in a way if you really stop for a minute to think about it. It really is kind of fucking nuts. You know, we have to. Well, the fact that we got to live like this, right? The fact that we even have to put up with this shit. That people actually put up with this shit is truly remarkable. Truly, truly remarkable. So, I don't know. The choice is yours. Very simple choice, right? You can vote for more retarded shit, or you can just say, hey, I think I've seen enough of this. I think I've seen way more than enough of this, and I'm just not liking what I'm seeing here, you know. So we're gonna nip that in the bud altogether, and we're gonna err on the side of reason, right? On the side of common sense, right? Which, unfortunately, as you all know, it's not very common anymore. Common sense is just not common, but we do try to promote, you know, common sense and rational thinking and, you know, that sort of thing. So we'll see how it goes. Right? I would love to know where this ends, but unfortunately I have a pretty good idea, and it's not too good. Right? Typically, you know, the people that call out the corruption and the fraud, those are the people that get hammered, not the people that are actually doing it. Right? As you see, like with the idiot Tim Walz out of Minnesota, the governor of Minnesota, right? He just allows for endless fraud, right? He promotes and encourages and condones it, you know, is complicit in the fraud, right? And is he going to suffer any real consequences for his actions? No, he's not. But Nick Shirley, you know, he's had to pay the price, right? He's had to pay the price for highlighting it. But as far as, like, you know, the people actually doing the fraud, right? The people that are actually committing, you know, the treason, the felonies, right? That are promoting all this fraud, right? Tim Walz, right, and company, they're not going to face any consequences for that. I mean, that's going to be something that is just going to be business as usual, right? I mean, that's just the simple fact of the matter, right? It's business as usual, and you know, the people that speak out against it, right? The people that highlight it, those are the people that get punished, right? It's not the people that are it's not the people that are perpetrating it. Those are the people, they rarely, if ever, get punished, and if they do, it's a nice little slap on the wrist. Well, it's not even a slap, it's just 2 fingers. Quit that, you know. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know, but I know. I don't know much, but I do know what I don't know. I know there's a lot of bullshit that is out there, and a lot of fraud that's being committed out in the open, right? Open fraud. And yeah, Tina Parnell, I could tell you stories about Tina Parnell here at the city clerk, about her illegal dog licensing, scheme, right? Her dog licensing scheme, right? Animal licenses. We have got some good information about that. We're gonna be displaying to the world. That's something we really want to highlight. We want to highlight for people, like, I know people don't like, they like the positive community news, and I don't know, I think it's positive. I think, getting shitbags ran out of office, I think that's the most positive thing you can do, right? I think holding, so-called government public servants accountable, right, for their actions and their inactions, right? I think that is a very positive thing for not just, the city of Wayne, but for the world in general. I mean, that's a very positive sort of thing to do. So very positive in our pursuit of truth here. I think that is positive community news. Someone fighting the real fight, not the, Al Haynes handed out backpacks, the liquor store owner who's profited off of the misery. Yeah, there we go. City Hall will be closed for staff training and Memorial Day. Hey, look at that. Must be nice. Take Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday off. Must be nice. Let's check it out. Brave. Become the bravest. There you go. If that isn't some propaganda, I don't know what the fuck is. 47,000 to 72,000. Yeah, look at all that benefits. Look at all those benefits. Yeah. A lot of money for a make-believe fire department, I got to tell you guys. That's a lot of money. A lot of money for something that's, literally make-believe. So, but I don't know, guys. That's something. Definitely something. Veterans, there you go. Veterans Haven, there you go. Government contracts, government contacts, there you go. There you go. Everybody take a good look at that. Our government contacts, right? Just get a good look, right? That's our elected leaders, leadership. That is our leadership, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Officer of the Year, though. I'll take a couple of these, though. Start my fires with. Take a couple of those. We need the Wayne Dispatch, because that's some good firewood starter right there. This is good for starting fires, for your bonfire pit.
Yeah.
It ain't worth reading, but it ain't worth reading, but yeah, it is there though. Free. Doing a little audit today on this slow Monday. Checking it out. Little accountability audit here. Just a little bit. We don't want to overstay our welcome, because I know the people aren't really allowed to be in here, and if it was their choice, they wouldn't even allow people to come in here, because as you can see, they can be recorded all day long, but when a man comes in with a cell phone, gotta call them cops, right? Gotta call the police. How's it going, everybody? Everybody working hard or hardly working? Well, we all know the answer to that, but I digress. Hope you're working hard. Hope you're having a great Monday, everybody. Yeah. Check it out. Let's see. The approved meeting minutes. Approved by whom? That's the real $1 million question. Hey, look, they finally fixed my zip code. They don't want people contacting me, you know. Wouldn't want people contacting old Vince. Man, he might say the wrong thing, man. Right there, police officer awards. This is it right here. Well, here's your choice, right? Officer of the Year. Let me read you a little section about that, right? Officer El-Ziadi, he's the same one who violated my rights on May 9th. He was the one who falsely arrested me, maliciously prosecuted me, interfering with a law that don't exist, right? He's the Officer of the Year. And here's what his supervisor said about him. This is Ryan Strong, right? Bug Eyes over here. He said, Officer El-Ziadi is exactly the kind of officer we want patrolling our streets. Exactly the type of officer. So, again, when you violate people's constitutional rights multiple times over the course of multiple years, you get a promotion to Officer of the Year, right? I mean, you get awarded for violating the rights of disabled veterans, and it's pretty remarkable stuff. But you guys do see that, right? Change is coming to Wayne, guys. Don't worry. I know you guys are very intimidated by Tina Parnell. I know she's just a witch, and just trust me, people are watching. People are coming to help you guys out, because I know she's I know she's a. I'm not leaving.
If you don't have anything
I'm not
to do with
leaving.
this county,
I'm not
I
leaving.
don't- Okay. thank
You can call the cops. You can call the cops over a guy with a camera. That's fine. But yeah, just so you guys know, I understand it's a hostile workplace. I understand because of how she runs her ship here. But just know, ladies, that it's not going to be forever. It's not going to be forever. There is hope. There is hope for the city of Wayne. I know it seems like there's not, but there is. There they go, hiding again. You see that right there? You know, not allowed to come in and record. That's illegal in Wayne. But you can have cameras here all day long. Well, that's not how it's going to work in Wayne anymore, guys. Sorry to tell you. We're going to have absolute transparency and accountability, and nothing else is going to be allowed here. It's going to be accountability, transparency, and an open dialogue, open book, open door, right? Open door policy. You guys have heard of that? I've heard of it. I've heard of it before. But yeah, that's City Clerk Tina Parnell. She's trying to tell private citizens they don't have a right to be here unless they have real business. Of course, what's real business? Well, only she gets to determine what real business is, right? So, loitering in the city hall, not allowed to do that. Whatever that's supposed to mean, whatever made up definition of that they have. But yeah, I mean, I'll hang around as long as I want. Freely record in public, because you know, they seem to think that they have control over private citizens and what they do, but I'm here to let you guys know they don't. I can chill up here all day long and record anything in public. You can't trespass the eyes, guys. I know they wish they could, but you cannot trespass the eyeballs. Anything from a publicly accessible area is free to record to your heart's content. Now, of course, you can't interfere with people. You can't, you know, get in people's way and all that, but you can absolutely hang down here all day long, guys. Like the guy that used to, what's his name? He died. I can't remember his name. But yeah, old guy. He used to hang out here all day long with his legs crossed, reading the newspaper. Right over there. Right over here. You see this right over here, guys? Right in that spot right there. That was his spot. He used to chill up here all day long and record. But, well, he didn't record. You know, he just read the newspaper. He was one of those bootlickers, right? One of those bootlicking types. But, no, I wanted to read the city newspaper here. I wanted to share it with you guys here. So, yeah, take a good look at that. So, Officer El-Ziadi, that's the civil rights violator. That's the guy whose breath smells like shit. Ask me how I know. Funny story about that. But Officer El-Ziadi is exactly the kind of officer we want patrolling our streets. He cares deeply about keeping our streets safe by arresting dangerous criminals. Oh, was I a dangerous criminal in my backyard on May 9th? Or January 9th, 2026, for that matter. That was twice. Doesn't understand the Fourth Amendment. Doesn't understand it one iota. But he's getting a reward awarded for his efforts, right? But that's enforcing traffic laws. Yeah, well, he definitely don't know how to enforce other laws, but interesting. So that's what we have to work with here, guys. That's the officer of the year, right? So imagine, right, if that's the officer of the year, imagine how some of the other ones are. But yeah, right there, he's a civil rights violator. He violated my civil rights, had me trespass from a polling location. Haven't really had anything really good or bad about him. Ryan Strong, Bug Eyes, we all know about him. Officer of the Year, Elziati. Then we got Chief Strong, right? Or no, Deputy Chief of Police, Finley Carter, the DI hire up there. You see him, DI Carter. Then you got, what's his name, Colwell? Yeah, Lieutenant Colwell now. Yeah, he violated my civil rights multiple times on video. It's on my YouTube channel. That's the sergeant. He don't like to wear name tags, but you know, he's, compared to the rest of them, he's a better, I think he's redeemable. You know, I think it's just, you know, he's got such a wonderful leadership, you know, that his hands are kind of tied, so to speak, but don't know anything about Babyface. And then that's Jay Sermon. James Seaman, is that his name? Oh, Sermon, my bad. So Officer Seaman, Sermon, excuse me. He violated my rights as well with the help of Officer Elziati here. But yeah, check that out, guys. Check that out, because we got to promote this DI hire bullshit, right? The rest of the city of Wayne has to suffer because of, well, this social experiment called diversity, inclusion, and equity, right? So that's exactly what that is. That's DEI all the way. Didn't earn it is what it actually stands for. But yeah, the exact kind of officer we want patrolling our streets. Well, that is something. That is something there. But community news, right? Because this is what we really care about. Mother's Day manicures. That's what we really care about. Hey, look, there's me right here, guys. You see? Check it out. It's me. Look at that.
Thank you. Have a good one.
The election is expected to draw strong community interest as residents consider the future direction of the city, including economic development, neighborhood improvements, public safety, infrastructure investment, parks and recreation, and continued collaboration with local businesses and community organizations. City officials, I wonder which city officials that is. City officials are encouraging residents to stay informed throughout the campaign season and participate in both the primary and general elections. Yeah. No, they don't want people actually staying informed, believe me on that. That's a lot of word salad for that. But yeah, Tina Parnell, I've heard a lot of good things about Tina Parnell, about her dog tag fraud scheme she had. I have people that used to work for Tina, and they have some not so good things to say about her, but they have some fraud that we've uncovered, where she fraudulently allows people to skip out on renewing their dog tags while forcing other dog tags through, even though they're not proper. So we have a lot of evidence to support that Tina Parnell is, I don't know if she's still actively doing it, but she was at some point, which I'm sure, these type of people don't change, guys. You understand? Tina Parnell is a nasty, evil, wicked person. And she conned her ex-husband out of his house, out of his business. Totally, right? She was married to the guy for a few months and then divorced him, took all his shit. Now he's living with his sister or something, just destitute, living on a couch somewhere. But that's what you get when you get with Tina Parnell, because she's the city clerk, man. She's making about $90,000 a year, about $90K a year to do this fake job. It's pretty remarkable if you think about it. The scam, the fraud, that's the hoodwinking that's been just something that has really plagued the city of Wayne. Just really plagued them. So yeah, I guess they call the cops again, right? Because guy with a camera, and You know, that's just not something we can have. We can't have guys with cameras in Wayne recording us what we're doing, because you know this is City Hall. This is, well, taxpayer funded public property, but of course they'll tell you that, you know, somehow it's not, right? Somehow it's not that when it actually is that. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, if the city of Wayne had treated me differently, if they had treated me fairly and not broken into my house 5 different times, once in 2024, 3 times in 2025, and then once in 2026, if the city of Wayne had not done that, well, we probably wouldn't know each other, and this channel wouldn't exist, and I certainly wouldn't be running for city council here, right? I wouldn't be running for city council. You guys see my sign here? Yeah, I wouldn't be running. But when you have this culture of retaliatory workplace and this culture of retaliation and of vindictiveness, and yeah, I mean, you thought it was going to go on forever, huh, Wayne? Well, no, not so fast. Not so fast. So I think it's time that we start really displaying the truth and making it, you know, what the people want. The people want transparency. They want accountability. They want an open door policy. They want a city hall that actually functions and not one that just exists to take your money, right? Which is basically what this whole thing is. It's just a jobs program. It's giving people fake jobs and a fake city and a fake government and all that, right? I mean, it's totally illegitimate. And as you guys all know, it's totally illegitimate and doesn't actually serve a purpose, doesn't serve you as a taxpayer, but instead, here we go again. Here we go.
Vincent, what's going on?
Not much. It looks like you need to arrest Tina Parnell for making false reports.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Nothing happened. Just hanging out, doing a little campaigning, talking to the people. You guys want to be in the camera or no?
Of course, I don't want.
I don't. I don't need to. We all know who you guys are. No, I was just hanging out. Tina, she just has a bone to pick with me. I don't know why, but
Did you start yelling or something?
no, everything's recorded. Everything's live. I didn't yell at nobody. No yelling, no screaming, no disorderly behavior. Just hanging out.
What are your plans for today?
I don't know. I'm like a tumbleweed, man. I go wherever the wind takes me, you know. I don't know. Just hanging out, doing a little audit, checking on people.
Okay. That's fine.
Just hanging out. I wish they'd stop calling you guys over this, because it's not, it's not an emergency. It's not a crime being committed. It's just a guy with a camera. Oh man, call the SWAT team. Got a guy with a camera here. But no, we're just hanging out, taking some videos, working on a story, talking to the people, live streaming. That's why I live stream when I come in here.
How's the campaign going?
Huh?
How's the campaign going?
Good. Everything's going good, man. Everything's got a lot of enthusiasm for this election.
Are you walking or getting out just mostly social media stuff, or what's up?
Kind of staying off the social media, because it, just doesn't, I'll get a page built up and then people flag it, it gets deleted, sort of thing. So I've just been door knocking.
Walking the subs?
Yeah.
Walking the residential?
Cul-de-sacs and stuff, yeah. Just talking to people, asking them what they want out of their elected officials, and, what's kind of pressing issues for them, and,
You getting a lot of the same issues that come up, or no?
Oh yeah, same thing. Just it's like a broken record at this point. You just hear the same thing. It's almost like you can predict it. Like when you knock, you're like, hey, are you having this
What's
problem?
the problem? And they give the same answer pretty much?
Yeah, more or less. But nothing that can't be fixed. But no, one of the big problems is that city clerk there. She's just, I don't know what's up with her, man, but she just has this real vicious kind of demeanor towards me. I don't know. Every time I come in here, man, it's just, she runs into the back office as soon as she sees the phone, and she constructs all of her people to walk in the office too, and then they barricade themselves in there and wait for you guys, and I don't know. I just think it's a little bit much, but
I get you.
I don't know. I know eventually you guys are gonna get tired of it, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm just doing my thing, man. Unemployed life, you know, it's tough out there.
I get you. Everything else is going good though?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, unless-
Maybe alright?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Baby's doing good.
Alright, so the business, it seems like you made your point for your video, right?
Well, I wasn't really trying to make a point. It's just,
Okay. Well, it sounds like you made your point. Are you good to leave now? Have you conducted all the business that you need to do?
not yet. I
Okay,
mean,
what else do you have to do?
I'm just hanging out, you know. I mean, it's a publicly accessible area. I'm recording in public for my safety mainly.
Yeah, no, I get that, and I've never had a problem with, the recording or anything like that, and
I mean, well, you guys just want me to not talk? Is that what it is?
you have your freedom of speech, you know that, and we're respectful of your freedom of speech. But, could you understand the argument that your conduct makes people here uncomfortable?
I mean, but you guys are law enforcement. You're not comfort enforcement, you know.
I never said we were.
I don't know why people would be uncomfortable unless they got something to hide, you know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Seems weird how, you know.
Okay, but they're there in their office conducting their business, trying to help citizens of Wayne.
Yeah, I've never gotten in their way. I mean, if somebody comes in, I'm just a scarecrow, man. I'm just in the corner here, just minding my own business. And if people want to engage with me, they can. If they don't, I'm not forcing anything upon people. I'm just exercising my rights.
And I'm respectful of your rights.
You know, I mean, if I hadn't had my house, you know, raided 5 different times, I probably wouldn't want to be here. But, you know, I mean, if I don't have rights on my private property, then, I mean, I have a right to privacy on my private property, but you don't actually have privacy in public. You know, that's not what you have. So I get the comfort thing, but I think if people understood the context of what I'm doing, I don't think they would have an issue with it. But I don't know. What they have an issue with is not really my concern, I guess. You know, they should have thought about that before they sponsored all these warrantless break-ins and, you know.
Yeah, but do you think all these clerks that are sitting behind their desk have anything to do with that? I know you have,
I'm not putting my camera at them. I don't have any issue with them doing their thing. I'm just hanging out.
and again,
I'm not recording you. I'm not putting your guys on blast or nothing. You know, I guess I'm recording your shoes, I guess, so.
Yeah, again, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but I'm respectful. I don't point the camera in people's faces. I'm just out here, just hanging out.
Would you mind leaving?
I mean, if I don't, is there?
Then what's gonna happen is we're gonna stick around because you keep making people uncomfortable here. You're singling people out. I wasn't exactly here. I don't have a crystal ball in front of me that tells me exactly what happened.
No, it's all recorded. I mean,
Okay. And
I know you guys review my videos. I know all about the petition you guys filed. I got the emails, so I know you guys watch my videos. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's a little retaliatory to do that, but you know, it's kind of like you're infringing upon my ability to exercise my rights because if I don't feel comfortable with armed officers here, you know, standing in front of me. And I know you guys have other shit to do, but you know, it's your prerogative. I mean, like I said, I'll leave at some point. I mean, the building has to close at some point, so I didn't plan
That's
on.
the way it's gonna be.
Well, I mean,
Like again, I'm not trespassing you from City Hall. I'm not trying to make a case for a disorderly conduct. Even though if you're yelling and you're being loud, you know, it could gravitate to that. I'm just trying to help solve the problem here. I'm not trespassing you from City Hall.
I don't think there is a problem.
I'm not kicking you out. I'm asking you if you've made your point, you've done your campaigning, would you mind leaving so that way everyone here doesn't feel as uncomfortable with you constantly antagonizing them while they're trying to do
Oh, so now you're saying I'm antagonizing. So well, now you're, you know, I'm gonna have to plead the fifth from here on out because I don't like where this conversation is going. Because it doesn't seem like it's not very productive. You're kind of making these insinuations that I'm antagonizing people, and I mean they have a right to have that belief that having a phone and recording them while they're doing their duties is antagonization, but I disagree. I think it's First Amendment protected activity. And so, I don't know.
And again, did I take your phone from you? Did I tell you you can't record us? I told you you can record us and you have freedom of speech.
Yeah, I don't, you know, but like I
And
said,
I wouldn't violate somebody's rights, okay?
I hope not. I hope not,
But
but
I'm asking you as a courtesy, would you mind moving along since you made your point?
And I'm just gonna, unless I'm under threat of arrest or something, I'm gonna have to politely decline. You know, unless there's like, if you're trying to give me an ultimatum or coerce
I'm not giving
me.
you an ultimatum, and I've been very clear on what I've said, so that you know I am not giving you an ultimatum.
Okay, well then
I'm being
I'm,
very clear.
I mean, you guys, we can hang out. You guys want me to go get some donuts? I'll go down to the Krispy Kreme and we can all hang out, have some coffee, and,
Okay.
you know, we can all be friends, guys. There ain't no animosity. So I don't know. I don't know what they want to do, but I don't know, but yeah, I'm just not real intimidated by cops anymore, you know. I used to be, but kind of had my run-in with them, and it just don't work the same anymore. I don't know, when you push a man to his breaking point, he just kind of doesn't really care anymore, to be honest with you. Spending 93 days over nothing, I mean, that's a lot of time in jail, a lot of time away from my family, so I don't know. Tina Parnell, she's the one who, you know, obviously has involvement with it and knows about it, and I don't know. It's not retaliation, though. I mean, I want to record, I want to record. That's why I record everything live, and, you know.
Yeah.
Singling people out, I mean, I don't know about that, but just hanging out. Man, it's hot out there. It's hot out there, and I don't want to be outside right now, but yeah, I don't know. Threatened with arrest, maybe? I don't know. I mean, that's all they got to do is just say I'll be arrested if I don't leave, and I'll gladly leave. That's not an issue. But asking me to, I can politely decline that, you know. What's up, Zan? How you doing, though, buddy? How you doing? How's everybody doing? I don't know, man. They're gonna have to come up with a new unit just for me, I guess, to follow me around all day. Because that was the thing, though. The city of Wayne tried to get me. They had a probation order that got terminated by the judge, but they had a probation order where I couldn't go to City Hall for 18 months and all that, which would have effectively forbidden me from running for office. Well, that termination didn't work out so well for them, and now I'm back and I'm here, and I don't know. I mean, the fact that they wanted me out of City Hall for 18 months is kind of sketch. I don't know, something sus about it. It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. But if they're that scared of a camera phone, then man, they must be up to something. 'Cause I don't know. Most people, they wave at the camera and go on about their business. You know, they couldn't care less what's going on. But I know I have a triggering presence in Wayne. I understand that, but the city of Wayne made me this. They made me into what I am. You know, I didn't just become this person. I was forced into this role and kind of, you know, have to be the bad guy, so to speak. So, you know, got to be the bad guy, I guess. And I don't know, guys. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but, you know, I didn't feel uncomfortable on May 9th, 2025. I didn't feel comfortable on May 19th of 2025 or July 5th of 2025 or July 10th when, that's Lieutenant Colwell now. He was Sergeant Colwell. And, yeah, I didn't feel very comfortable with the ass whooping I had to take and all that. So, I don't know. I just don't understand the argument, really, you know. It's like comfort versus law, two different things, you know. You don't feel comfortable. Well, it's like, well, I don't feel comfortable either, to be honest with you, but that's why I have my camera phone. So I can't be falsely accused and, you know. I mean, I'm sure that the next step is probably going to be, I'm going to predict it, right? The police are probably going to tell Tina Parnell that she should get a restraining order against me. I'm sure that's going to be the next step. I can almost guarantee it. I know these people so well. I know them better than themselves. So I'm sure they're in there right now. We'll get the body camera footage to see what exactly he said, but I think it's something along the lines of, we really can't legally do anything because he's not doing anything illegal. But if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel unsafe, then you can go ahead and get you a PPO against him, right? And we'll fully support that. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be the next thing here, which is going to be a little tricky, you know, being that you know, I'm on the official city council. I mean, this is the Wayne Dispatch, May of 2026, and as you can see, I'm an official candidate. I'm official, so I don't know. But they already he trespassed me from the polling location, even though I didn't commit a crime. Let me get a little zoom in on him. So he's the one who trespassed me from the Hype Center. So I don't know. They clearly don't like my politics, which is, again, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, guys, but I ain't the one who started it. I'm not the one who started it. I begged them to leave on May 9th. I begged them. I said, please just leave. Please just leave my property without this warrant. You know, please come back with a warrant. And they just didn't want to get a warrant. I don't know why. I guess they didn't feel confident that they would get one, but laws are laws, rules are rules, guys. And comfort's not, you know, the comfort police isn't a thing. The law enforcement police is, though. And I don't believe I've broken any laws here. I'm not here for Tina Parnell, but she does work here. And, you know, when you walk in, she's the first person you see. And she basically runs City Hall, you know. She'll tell you herself, you know, she runs City Hall, so. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. Hey, that's the lady that stole my property that one day. But yeah, you guys can see, though. No more bulletin board, because instead of just following the Constitution and allowing people to have freedom of speech, they would rather just not have any freedom of speech at all, I guess. But it did prevent the city of Wayne from getting another lawsuit, because that is not what I'd like to see, but that is appropriate. And that is, according to the 14th Amendment, equal protection under the law. I mean, that would be equal protection, because, you know, no one's allowed to do it or everyone's allowed to do it. Those are your two options. And they chose to remove it, right? Which is not what I would, of course, wanted. I would rather have people have their right to display their messaging. But that's unfortunate. But yeah, we're not preventing anybody here. We're just chilling here in our little seat here, recording and reading the Wayne Dispatch, Officer of the Year, Elziotti. Just killing some time, you know. I don't have any issues with nobody. Certainly not with these clerks up here. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be their I'm sure that's their conversation right now, is their conversation is something along the lines of, well, you're gonna have to get a PPO, Tina. And I mean, I'm sure they're gonna try to get one of their workers over here to say that they don't feel comfortable, whatever that's supposed to mean. But yeah, the restraining order petitions, those are, you know, kind of a violation of your rights in general, but they allow people to, you know, bypass the due process requirement. And I'm sure they'll make up some articulation of a threat or emergency, right? I'm sure they'll say, I'm stalking Tina, right? That's, I'm sure, what they're gonna go with, is I'm stalking Tina Parnell. Because, you know, she's apparently, her right to feel comfortable, it trumps my right to freedom of speech, right? So yeah, I'm sure they're conspiring right now. So make sure you tell Colwell I know what he's up to. Just if you guys, you know, get any other ideas, because I still have a lawsuit I got to file about the false petition and all that, and you know, this would kind of be more retaliation, right? More of a exhibit I could attach to that lawsuit. And so I'm not gonna say I hope that they, you know, violate my rights, but I know they're probably gonna. That's kind of their default, right? That's their default. So kind of crazy to waste all this time and money on a guy with a camera. Oh, it is intimidation. I do feel the intimidation. It just doesn't work with me, you know. It just doesn't work. But they do try. But yeah, we're just hanging out, promoting the message. You know, veteran, no salary, fix Wayne, right? Trying to fix the message. put it here a little bit so people can see it. Hang out with people, have an open dialogue, shoot the shit with people. Because I mean, really, if you're not allowed to engage with people at City Hall, where are you allowed to be? You know, that would be my next question. Is like, well, if you're not allowed to be at City Hall, which is literally the whole point of City Hall is to, you know, pass laws and have debates and all that. But you know, if you're not allowed to do what I'm doing at City Hall, where are you allowed to do it at? You know. Because I go down to the building office, right? They call the cops on me. And I don't have any. How long are you sitting up there? I mean, I'll be up here probably for a couple hours. I don't know. Might be up here all day. Might even make it a schedule, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Might just treat it like a full-time job, man. Because I mean, I had a job and then I got maliciously prosecuted by the city of Wayne and spent, you know, 7 months of my life was vanished. And of course they falsely inputted my iChat information and had my disposition as a felony. So there would be no reason to even try to apply to get a job, because if you have a felony on your record, good luck with that, right? So I had to file a motion, and of course that got erased and yada yada. You guys know the story, but that was a year of my life I couldn't work, so kind of messed up my resume a little bit. How long you said? How much money do you think you're gonna make from this? Oh, I'm not trying to make any money. I'm actually, if you see my sign here, let me show you my sign, guys. If you see that right there, it says no salary, right? So I'm a veteran. I'm not taking a salary, and I want to fix Wayne. So that I would point you to that part right there, the no salary part. Yeah, I'm not trying to make any money off this. It's not what I'm trying to do. I was gonna stop at your house before I went to Detroit. I'm kind of glad I didn't. You wouldn't have been there. Well, you know, I'm not far away, man. You know, pull up, man. Pull up sometime. Don't be scared. Man, that's a long conversation, but yeah, they're basically something along the lines of Colwell's. You know, they're kind of brainstorming. They're going through different ideas, and you know, I'm sure they're gonna weaponize the probation or the PPO process, right? The personal protection order process. I have a prediction that's going to be the next. That's going to be the next thing. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Hi. How are you? I'm good. You can throw that envelope away. Thanks.
But yeah, I mean, if
Nice in here, bud.
so you don't need money. You're just rich, or what?
I don't think we're ready for this.
No, I'm not a rich man. I'm not a rich man. I save my money. I'm frugal with my money, but I'm not a rich man by any means.
I know,
But
but it's gonna cool down again.
independently wealthy, I guess you could say. Ha ha ha. But that wouldn't be accurate. So you don't need money. No, I'm not doing this for money. There's not enough money you could pay me to sit in the,
You just have to get
you know, Wayne County Jail for 90 days over witchcraft and not talk about it. I don't need any money to do that. I'll do that for free. See? So, if they would have just left me alone, let me have my privacy and let me open burn and all that, you know, I wouldn't
You wrote down the wrong amount.
wouldn't
After.
wouldn't feel the need to be down here.
Are you able to just like give me change, I guess?
But yeah, this is where we gotten. This is where we are in society, where, you know, a veteran who actually served this country, actually served this community, he's discouraged, right? We'll call it discouraged from exercising his rights, because that's what this is. This is designed to create prior restraint and a chilling effect on my speech. You know, this is what this whole, you know, standing by the door, 2 cops, you know, I mean, it's designed to chill my speech, to create prior restraint, right? Where I'll priorly restrain myself from doing things that they find to be, I don't know, uncomfortable. That was the word they kept using. I'm antagonizing people, which is a weird way to frame somebody exercising their political speech. You know, that's quite a what would I call it? That's quite a way to narrate it, I guess. All right, you know, here you are. You know, here's my sign, just hanging out. You know, And of course, you know, nobody wants to come down here. Whenever somebody comes down here, it's to give these parasites money. So obviously they're not happy when they come down here. But I figured I could capitalize on that,
Sounds good.
you know, on that, what would you call it? I capitalize on that, anger, right? That anger that people have. And, I don't know. I guess I am a bit of a chaos candidate for sure, but yeah, I don't know. Sad state of affairs where we're at in Wayne when people with camera phones, that's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. But you can be recorded by these cameras all day long. And that's completely fine. They got cameras inside, right? Got a camera right over their head at all times, looking at everything they're doing. But they're scared of me. I don't know. I don't know the logic behind it, but there is no logic. It's all feelings, no facts, all feelings. So we'll wait and see what happens. I'm just waiting for the ultimatum, right? When they say, hey, if you don't leave, you're going to be placed under arrest. That's all I need to hear. And I'll gladly leave. Well, not gladly, but I will leave, right? I'll gladly leave if I'm being threatened with arrest. Yeah, Captain Trips. Yeah, I don't need money, man. Some things are bigger than money. I know not many people have ever met someone who's, you know, not addicted to money and doesn't want money for public service, but I'm one of them. I don't want a single dollar. I'll never take a single dollar from the taxpayers of Wayne that I won't reinvest into Wayne directly, provably. And so that's just where we're at with it, guys. You know, it's not about being rich. You don't need money to do this. You just need to have resolve and a supportive family structure and a relentless pursuit of the truth. It's all you need to do this. You don't need money. If you're doing it for money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, I don't ever ask for money. I don't grift. I mean, if you want to give me money, I'm not going to say no, but it's not what I'm doing this for. I don't need to. I'm comfortable. I got a beautiful house worth $700,000 in Wayne, and I got 3 acres of property that I can enjoy. Generally, sometimes I can't, but no, I'm pretty content with life. I got 2 beautiful children. I got a beautiful wife. I got people that love and support me. I'm good. I don't need money, guys. Some things are more important. Well, there's a lot of things that are more important than money. Money helps, but money ain't the answer. Money is the problem in a lot of ways. But yeah, I don't know. It is nerve-wracking though to be, every time you exercise your rights, you're, being intimidated by police officers and being told that you're instigating and antagonizing people by your presence, which is, I don't know how to fix that, I mean, if my presence is uncomforting to people, then it sounds like a you problem, Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. But we're just waiting. I know they're in there conspiring and, how can they violate my rights and what can they do? And yeah, their presence is irritating and threatening also. Well, yeah, answer this question, guys. What emergency can the cops make better? Have you guys ever actually seen the cops have you ever seen the cops respond to something in Wayne and it made it better? I don't understand what the purpose of calling the police over non-emergency matters is, unless, of course, you're trying to use the police as a proxy to intimidate people that, engage in free speech, which is exactly what's occurring here, 100%. So, I don't know. But yeah, their presence is kind of making me uncomfortable, and it's kind of making me not want to exercise my rights, which is why they're doing this. But I have to have enough courage and enough strength, right? Enough internal fortitude to resist that. And of course, it's risky business. It's risky business in Wayne to exercise your rights, as you guys have seen time and time again. It's risky business. So I'm not suicidal, not homicidal. I love my family, love myself. Would never hurt any human being or myself. And I just want peace. I just want peace and I want a constitutional republic to come back to Wayne, Michigan. Isn't that crazy? Not a crazy idea, guys? It seems like it. Man, almost probably gonna have to come in here with my sleeping bag. No, then they'll get me for vagrancy. Then they'll say I'm vagrant, even though I own a home in Wayne. But yeah, they'll narrate that and classify it as vagrancy because they actually made being homeless illegal in Wayne back in December of 26. They made a vagrancy ordinance where basically it outlawed people sleeping in their car and on public property. So that's pretty much everywhere. So you can't sleep in your car in Wayne no more, and they've criminalized that. So yeah, I don't know. Can't really bring my sleeping bag because then they'll say I'm camping out or loitering or whatever. So this is just a way to protect me. That's all it is. But we'll see. Long ass time, man, to be, trying to collude and get a story going. But as you guys know, I didn't yell. I have a deep voice because I actually have testosterone, unlike most of the so-called men that work for the Wayne. I actually have a deep voice because I actually have testosterone running through me. I'm not a soy boy. So yeah, sometimes my deep voice can be taken as threatening, right? Because it's a deep voice and it's commanding and all that. So that's not comforting to certain people, I guess. But again, not my problem. Not really. I mean, I'm well dressed. I don't smell like anything. I'm articulate. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Other than just, I guess, committing wrongthink, right? Because they have to legitimize your business in Wayne, Oh, there's the police officer. They got to legitimize it. Hello, ma'am. What are you looking for?
What that do?
Oh, water bill. Yeah, over here. Water bill. Yeah, that's the only time people come up here is to give them money. And it's unfortunate. People should come up here for a robust debate. Sharp attacks, a robust debate. That's what the First Amendment's for, guys. Use it or you lose it. That is the thing. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. I'll be up there in the next few days to get a gun permit notarized. Oh, at City Hall? At the city clerk's office? Or do you got to go to the police station for that? I think you got to go to the police station for that. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think I go to the police station for that, broski. But we should do a little set-in at the city hall sometime. You and a couple other degenerates like myself, we need to all, mingle in public. You get your gun permit from the police station, but you have to get it notarized through City Hall. Really? You have to get it notarized through City Hall? Have to? You can't go to the UPS store or to the bank or something, right? Because the bank will usually do it for free. And then you don't have to pay the city clerk's office money, but...
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
I don't know. They probably want you to... Yeah, $5, man. That's a lot of money, man. That's five scratch-offs, man. That's 5 chances to get rich that you're giving up. So, I don't know. I'd like to keep my $5. I'd like to keep my Abraham Lincoln. And, yeah, I don't know. But no, people away, they don't have to be scared. They don't have to be intimidated or threatened or, chilled, right? Chilled, CHILLED. You don't have to be chilled and intimidated. Looks like I beat Colwell today. Beat him at his own game. He thinks he's so smart, but not that smart. You sneaky Pete. You sneaky Pete. Yeah, but we'll see how much battery percentage we got left. 14%. We were good. We still got some time here to hang out. Let's see what time it is. About lunchtime, ain't it? Yeah, about time for them to go on a lunch. But now I'm scared to leave because if I leave when Tina Parnell's leaving, and God forbid if we drive down the same road, then I'm going to be accused of stalking. I'm going to be criminally charged like Mark Blackwell. And yeah, I have one at the house, but the only thing that I'm prepared for is being unprepared. So I'm not usually prepared. You know, I'm not the most organized person, I'll admit, but just hanging out. Just hanging out. Trespass from the polling location without any due process, without committing a crime. Just trespass. So, yeah, that's their go-to. When they don't actually have you for a real crime, the police will use trespasses, and they'll try to trespass you. They'll try to solicit trespasses, which is probably what they did at the Hype Center. They probably solicited a trespass. I'd have to pull the body camera footage, of course, to see that, but yeah, go bring me one. I appreciate it, buddy. Good looking out. Yeah, I'll bring it back to you. Just like I said, man, email me your address, right? Or send me your name, your full name, because I can look you up. I can figure out where you live.
Thank you, dear.
Public record, but I definitely don't want to blast you out here. But yeah, send me like a email, Jericho Flowers 81. Send me a text, 269-331-0676. Save my number, 269 area code 331-0676. Save my number, and I'll make sure you get it back fully charged, and I'll even put a couple pre-rolls, you know, more. You're gonna need at least 3 or 4 probably. I can't, I'm driving right now. Well, or just give me or when you drop it off. When you drop it off, man, you know, put us on mute and give me your info so I can come harass you, bro. I can send some gay dudes to your house. I did that to a buddy once. He pissed me off. I don't know what it was. I was just fucking with him, right? But it was, you know, he did something to me. He didn't pay me some money. He owed me like $20 or something. So this was when Backpage was still around. So I went on Backpage and I hired like a gay dude to come over there and strip for him. Oh, he was livid, dude. He was so pissed. And then I put his number on a gay website, right, for gay guys to reach out. And I said, man, you better send me the nastiest photo you got, man. And they set up some shit, man. Oh, it was great. It was funny. It was lovely. I love pranking people, but I won't do that to you though. That's some sick shit. I'm going to go home, drop my shit off, grab the battery pack, and bring it up to you. I'll give you my business card. It has my number. That a boy. Finally, man. You're hard to find, man. You're hard to find, dude. You know, hard to find. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I think I'm gonna go stand in the corner here. Go stand in the corner. Go stand in the cock corner. Right, like a good little cock. Go stand in the corner. Go stand in the corner here. Go stand in the corner. Go stand in the corner. Stand in the corner. Don't want to look over there because they might say I'm menacing them or, you know, something. They'll make up something. I'm going to go home. If I don't recognize the number, I usually don't answer. Just remember 269, buddy. 269. That's all I gotta remember. I'm at Merriman and Warren. It shouldn't be much longer. Take your time, buddy. Don't get a speeding ticket. It ain't worth that. But yeah, I do need that battery pack, though. I do need one. And Zanron 6057 approved. Shit, that's bad, motherfucker. Actually, dude, I got something for you. Got something for you, buddy. When you get here, I got something for you. I'll lock it in once I get it, but when I get there, I have to do a drop and run. I have to take a drug test for my new job. Damn, dude. You're gonna piss hot, man. You're gonna be pissing straight THC. Man, good luck with that one. Better get the Whizzinator. Better get the little Whizzinator, right, with the little chode, right? It's got a little bladder, got a little chode with some fake pubes. Yeah, you better get the Whizzinator. They don't test for weed, and I don't do anything else. So you say, buddy. So you say. So you think. I don't know. I understand they don't test for it, but I still wouldn't want, to even have that in my system, man. Not for them. I'd just take the Whizzinator up in there. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. No, you should be good. Yeah, if they tested people for weed, they wouldn't even have enough people to work. Right? If they tested people for weed, man, half the population would be unemployed. So I told them during the interview I plan to smoke, and I smoke and don't plan to stop. That a boy. Holding your ground, huh? Yeah. So my prediction, though, hear me out, guys. This is my official prediction. Within a week or two, Tina Parnell is gonna try to have a PPO against me, because she's gonna say that she's uncomfortable and she's being harassed and antagonized and threatened. Right? She's gonna use this pejorative, these pejorative words, and she's gonna use these adjectives, right, to describe my constitutionally protected activity. She's going to use it as some sort of an example that I'm not allowed to. She's going to use that as an excuse, right? Just try to get a false PPO against me, of course, and I don't know. Usually the judges rubber stamp them, but maybe the judge will make them go to court, right? Maybe, but I don't know. Usually these city officials, they get the benefit of the doubt, right? They can be on camera all day long, right? But as soon as a private citizen comes with a camera, we draw the line, guys. We got to draw the line here. So I don't know. I would rather just set my camera, like I'd rather get like a tripod and then just set it in this corner here, right? Like just set it in the corner, and then live stream it, right? But I don't know if that'll happen. They'll probably steal that, but there we go. I noticed there ain't been no more smoking cigs in front of the city hall. I noticed that, which is a great public health initiative, not smoking cigs in front of city hall, because a lot of people don't like cancer sticks, right? So that was one good thing I did. You should have at least 2 cameras, maybe a body camera. Yeah, I really need to get one. I need to get a body camera. It'd be a hell of a lot easier. Just have a body camera everywhere I go. Every city council meeting, body camera. But man, I don't know, are the police still here? Let's go check them out. Let's go see if the police are still here. Let's go hang out. Let's go loiter outside for a minute in public. Let's go loiter in public real quick, right? Let's go check them out. See if the police are still here. Are they still here? Or did they leave? Are they still here? I don't know. Are they? Are they still here, guys? Oh. How you doing, sir?
How are you today?
Pretty good. What, you going in there to pay some bills? Give them some money?
Yeah.
Man, dude, they never have enough of it.
I know.
It's crazy. They never have enough of it. Taken away, baby. Woo woo, what's up? Enjoying the weather, I hope. Are you enjoying the weather? It's a good day out. Good day out. It's a good day out, baby. Good day, but yeah, we're waiting on our boy Zan. Yeah, I got 2 cameras. Yeah, I need about 1 body cam. I need about 1 body camera. And then I need whatever else I need. Right. I don't know. We're just hanging out, taking some video, taking some photos. Man, what a beautiful day out in Wayne. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day out in Wayne, Michigan. Of course, we're just checking out, recording what the eye can see. I'm at Merriman and Avondale. You act like I know where I'm going, dude. You act like I know this shit. You act like I know what you're talking about, you know? You act like I know things, man. You act like I have a brain, Zan. I don't have no fucking brain, dude. If I had a brain, I wouldn't mess with the city of Wayne. But I don't have no brain. So I don't know. I just hang out, record all day. If I want, you know. I don't know why the police are so worried about my schedule, man. They never gave a fuck about me before. Now they're so concerned, right? It's weird. They're so concerned about my schedule. Like, well, what do I got planned for the rest of the day and shit? Like I'm gonna give them some free intel. But yeah, this is Gowdy Park. Looks pretty nice. Looks like some good old concrete work done. Some nice concrete. We'll see if they mix the concrete right. We'll know in a couple years if it starts to pit and shit. We'll know. That's been a problem with a lot of the concrete. Is a lot of the concrete companies have been watering down their concrete, and it's causing a lot of issues. You know, obviously a couple years down the line, and yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting shit, man. But Gowdy Park, you know, pretty nice little restricted area. Keep out. All right. We'll try to abide by that. But yeah, I mean, it's not too shabby. Pretty nice. Free money, right, from the government. Free money, quote unquote. You should have told him you and his wife was planning to go out for lunch. Yeah, that's Colwell. I don't wanna start nothing with Colwell. He's a big burly motherfucker, right? I don't want to start nothing with Colwell. Not Colwell. You know, that'd be a mistake, guys. You know, I don't know if he has a wife. I doubt it. I should have said his boyfriend, but I don't swing that way though. So I can't lie and pretend I do. There you go. Some old people doing some old people shit. I will. Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude, please. I'll pay you, dude. You know, be my advocate. Be my advocate, guys. Be my advocate. Shit, you want? I'll tell him. I ain't scared. You know, I ain't scared of it. I ain't scared. But you know, I don't know how that would help the situation any by telling him that you're gonna bang his wife or whatever. And that's, I mean, tempting, right? It's very tempting to want to do it, right? But live, love, right? Yeah, live and love. Ask Tina Parnell's ex-husband, right? That she suckered him out of his shit. Just ask him about that. Live and love, baby. Yeah, live and love. Yeah. That's funny. That's fucking funny. Yeah. I don't know though. We're just hanging out. Taking some video. Veteran Memorial. Here we go. We're at the Veteran Memorial here in Wayne. Checking it out. Let's take a little audit, you know, a little bit of auditing today. Hanging out. Just hanging out. Employee entrance only. See if there's any cigarette butts. Let's see if they've been smoking cigs at the entrance. I haven't seen it. I think they've cleaned that shit up. They're not smoking cigs, are they? Uh-oh. Are they still smoking cigs? Are they smoking cigs out there? Look at that. Employee entrance. I don't see no cigarettes though, man. That's good. Tina, man, she's a wild one. She's a wild one today. just hanging out like we have a right to. We have a right to hang out. I don't give a fuck if somebody's uncomfortable. Really couldn't care less. My rights trump your comfort every single time. Every single time, my rights trump your comfort. So you're gonna need a better excuse than that, guys. You're gonna need a better excuse than that. Better excuse than, oh, I don't feel comfortable. Well, that's not a valid reason. Because you're uncomfortable with people's rights doesn't mean you can violate their rights. Fix Wayne, baby. Yeah, I mean, what better place to advertise your message? What better place than City Hall, right? I mean, I don't understand who these people think they are to try to tell a disabled veteran, a distinguished disabled veteran, hey man, you don't have some of your signs at the rec center. I don't see them. What rec center? You talking about the Hype Center? What center are you talking about? The Hype Center? Yeah, I got a couple out front of Hype. When I drove by there earlier, I did. I don't know if they're still there. The rec center, I don't know. That's Hype Center. Yeah, there's a couple out in front of Hype. Yeah, go take a look, dude. They're gone? You telling me some idiot fucking removed them? Man, I just went past. I did not see any. Oh man, then they took them down. They took them down. That's a lawsuit. I'm filing it then. I'm fucking filing it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna file it because you're not taking out my shit. Well, I appreciate you. I just went past. I didn't see them. Right in front, there should be two of them. One on the corner of Howe and, man, they really did, huh? We're gonna, we'll, like I said, we'll file a lawsuit then. We'll file that lawsuit. Interfering with my political campaign. Censoring my political speech. Right? So, yeah, we'll we filed a lawsuit. We filed a criminal complaint against the Hype Center too for that. We filed a criminal complaint. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. You can't campaign in Wayne. Yeah, I know. They'll shut you down. Did you have them up front? Because I turned on it. Oh, I didn't see them. I had them. Yeah, they're right in front, dude. Right where the, like right in front, dude. Right in the front of the fucking. There should be two of them. One right in front of the main entrance, and one on the corner. I don't know if that's Ho and Annapolis or what, but right on the corner there. Yeah, they should still be there. I just drove by this morning, they were there. But, it's been a couple hours, so. Pretty sad when you got to monitor your signs like that, You really got to monitor them because, man, they just, like I said, they just don't get it. They just don't understand freedom. They just don't want to understand freedom. It's uncomforting that people have the right to do what they want. It makes them uncomfortable, right? And they figured, well, if we just relieve the bulletin board, well, then he won't have a reason to come to City Hall. It's like, no, I am City Hall. Howell and Annapolis. Yeah, I don't know if you're on the other side or what, but no, I definitely have them out there. Or I had them out there, I should say. But, not surprising. Rob Darwich, he's a real winner. Druggy Rob Darwich. Yeah, he's a real druggie. Cokehead and fathead. Yeah, he's a fathead. Oh yeah, I don't know, guys. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to put GPS trackers on them, honestly. Probably what's gonna have to happen because I paid too much money for these signs, right? So I'll have to put some what's it called? My wife has a t-shirt maker. Oh, please. Low Dimes, send me an email. Jericho Flowers 81, JERICHOFLOWERS 81 at gmail.com. Send me a message or send me a text, 269-331-0676. Get a hold of me. Yeah, I definitely am interested. Definitely interested in that, without a doubt. Without a doubt, I'm interested in it. And yeah, hopefully we can make that happen, because I'd love some shirts and wear it every day. Wear it every day. Every day I can, I'm gonna wear it. But yeah, got no choice. We got no choice, guys. Otherwise, like I said, we're just tumbleweeding through life here, and don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Because that would just be too damn bad. It'd be such a waste of life, it would be. Such a waste of life. Yeah, I've never seen a single person happy when they walk in there. I wonder why that is. Because it's like extortion, right? You know you're getting extorted, but it's legal extortion, guys, so that makes it okay. It's legal extortion, right? Can you imagine having to pay money to Tina Parnell? Support that? Can you imagine that, guys? Just imagine how degrading that must feel. Yeah, go drive by the front, dude. Like right in the front, dude. There's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. I just drove by there. They were there. They've been there all weekend. But, yeah, I mean, it's not surprising, right? Of course the Hype Center would do such a thing, right? They would trespass me without actually committing a crime, right? I didn't even go in the Hype Center. I went on the property. I went on there to take pictures of illegal signs they have hanging out front, and then they trespassed me for noticing the illegal sign. So yeah, I don't know. Something sounds like I guess we just have to go Kafka-esque with our lawsuits, right? Like they did with my charges, right? On May 9th when they falsely charged me and did all that. Well, I guess we're gonna have to respond with that, right? Because you can't trespass somebody from a polling location. And again, I thought you actually had to commit a crime to get trespassed, so you can just get you're running for city council. The guy who runs the Hype Center, who's on the city council, trespassed you from the only polling location, and you're supposed to apparently just just accept it or something. No, I can't do that. So yeah, if they did remove my signs, well, it's game on then. It is absolutely game on. It is game on. Game on. It's game on. Game on. That's what it is, guys. Yeah, I'll go look here in a minute. I'm gonna take a look. I gotta go take my lunch. Take my lunch. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see, guys. Uh-oh. Yeah, send me a message, Dimes. Don't forget. I know all that weed you smoke makes your short-term memory a little shoddy, but make sure you Make sure you don't forget. Because I need you, big dog. I need you. I need you. I need you. What up?
What up?
Shit, not much. Just hanging out. Hanging out, pissing off some tyrants.
Real name's Steve, by the way.
Vince. Real name's Vince. But you call me shithead, fuckface.
Is that code word good for your phone?
Yeah.
It's full charge on that battery pack. You should be good.
Hell yeah. Keep me in the game, dude. Here, I got something for you. Into my car real quick. I got something for you. Wow, let me turn this off. Mute it real quick.
Anything.
They should be, man. If they're not, they just took them down.
Yeah, because I seen them there yesterday. I didn't see them today. And I went by.
Oh, yeah.
Just came back from fucking Detroit. Had to run out there and do some business out there.
Well, then they're definitely, yeah, try, I hope it was the Hype Center, too. Because they got cameras out, huh?
Show features them.
Yeah. Well, I put one in front of a ring door camera. Talked to the lady. I was like, hey, you know, put the sign out front. If it's gone, can I check out your ring camera? Oh, yeah. I record 24/7. I was like, perfect. Perfecto.
Go out and kiss more babies and shake hands, man. My neighbor that's running against you, never even fucking that guy.
Who's that?
That Brett guy.
Oh, Brett
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Mack. Yeah, he's
Guy's a bit of an asshole. I don't like him. He puts his garbage in the tree. Pisses me off.
yeah, he's a fucking. I'm voting for. Well, I'm supporting Mulholland and probably Roshan. Shannon.
Guess you don't want to talk.
I think that's his name. Makes them uncomfortable. They make them uncomfortable. I said, well, if one He's the reason why I was in jail. Making up laws and, oh yeah, well, fuck it, charge him anyways. You know?
But he pulled me over on my moped. Carwell came, like, he's actually in the intro of one of my videos.
Colwell, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that's like, well, you know we're not your enemy, right? I'm like, sure the fuck ain't out here to help me.
Right. Yeah, right. Their job is to incriminate you and give you a case. That's it.
When I ain't had no police contact in almost 30 fucking years, and you guys arrest me for jaywalking in my neighborhood, fuck you. I walked to the store, man.
I didn't even have a jaywalking thing.
That's how I started recording fucking day after Christmas. My best friend died on Christmas. Day after, I was walking to my corner store, same route I've been taking for 17 something years. Walking up there to go get my pack of cigarettes and my fucking monsters, get ready to go to work. And I crossed, like, I was getting ready to cross Phyllis, right? Yeah. They were both parked this way. And, what's her name? Cute little Mexican.
What are you talking about?
Carrera. Yeah, she started pulling forward. So instead of going totally across the street, I stayed to the right and I stayed next to the curb and walked between the curb and Cannon's car, right? Or give Cannon a head nod. He's like, get out of the road. I'm like, you're on 45, I don't need help crossing the street. What you say? And he like busted a U and started harassing me. That's how that whole video started. And then look, he let me go. He didn't even bother me or anything. So I came back because he was still waiting for me when I got out of the gas station. I told him to identify himself. That's when he arrested me. Then they took me to the station because they couldn't fingerprint me. My fingerprints don't work on the machine. So I was there for about 45 minutes. They looked at my tattoos and then they fucking just set me loose. My son had to come pick me up.
Yeah, they just want to get you in the system.
Yeah, they just want to fuck with me.
Get you in the system so they can keep tabs on you.
Feel free. I don't do shit wrong. That's why I have no problem telling them to go.
That's
fuck
what I
themselves.
do, man. They're trying to make me a criminal so bad. I'm like, dude, I ain't never even fucking seen a cop before I came here.
Report everything. So I got the body cams I bought. It's gas cam and body cam, so I take it with me everywhere. I go. I got one in both of my vehicles.
I gotta get a fucking body cam for sure. But I'll be in touch, dude. Thanks, buddy.
Oh,
What's up?
I didn't even bring my card. Just take my number down. 734. Hold on. Bring any of my business.
Oh shit. Fuck. 734. All right, everybody, we are back. All right, everybody, we are back. We are back, and we are not smoking crack or something like that. But anyways, yeah, we got to go drive by the hype center real quick because apparently they didn't want to follow the law and allow freedom of speech, right? So they apparently have taken down my signs, I guess you could say. So I don't know. That's what we're hearing. We're gonna go verify, of course, and if that is the case, right, as you guys saw on video, I just drove by not long ago. I just drove by like an hour ago, and they were there. So. If they are removed, then there's going to be some hell to pay. There's going to be some hell to pay. Because if they are removed, then I'm removing all the signs, the illegal signs. So tit for tat, right? And you want to arrest me for it? Go ahead. Because that's what I want the city of Wayne to do. I want the city of Wayne to arrest me for it because then it draws attention to where did these signs come from? Oh, well, these signs came from, the city claims that you can't have plastic signs, but then their building and engineering office puts out these plastic signs out in front of the so-called private hype center, right? The recreational center for Wayne that they claim is privately owned now, right? So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Tit for tat. Right? You take my shit, I take your shit. It's that simple.
It's that fucking simple. And, oh well. Right? The deliberate indifference, right? Well, I can be deliberately indifferent too. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. So, if my political signs can't be out, well then those signs can't be out either. Well, those signs are actually illegal, right? That's according to their ordinance. You're not allowed to have plastic signs. So, for the city of Wayne to spend tax dollars putting out plastic signs, right? Having an ordinance officer go and put these signs out that are so-called illegal. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting development. So, because the city of Wayne decided that they weren't, that they were gonna, I guess, equally enforce the bulletin board, right, by taking it down, right? Well, that was kind of like, how do I say? That was kind of a symbol to me that maybe I didn't need to sue these idiots. But as you can see, right, apparently you do. So it's no problem. Like I said, it's no problem. If my signs can't exist, then your signs can't exist. It's just that fucking simple. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. I don't know nothing, didn't see nothing, don't care to know nothing, but I do know that you're not going to be, fucking with my property. I do know that. Because that is, a city councilman, which is, an elected official. So if an elected official just destroyed someone running for office's signs, well, that's a bit of an issue. But we'll see. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't have any reason to believe that Zan, if he saw him earlier and didn't see him now, well then, that's a pretty good indication that they've been forcibly removed, if that is the case, but which it appears so. It appears that they have been removed. So cool. No problem. No fucking problem at all. And they've been removed, so these ones are getting removed. Cool. Tip for tat, guys. Tip for that. No fucking problem at all. Talk to you guys later.